Imperfections, chaos versus order and perfection. So, this is going to be the topic of our video today. Why I've taken this topic is because few days back I just read a very terrible news, and it just made me feel really bad. So, actually, there was this one woman who went to a lift surgery. Okay, so some body organ lift surgery she went through, and she died in that attempt. And of course there are many news like these that come up, right? And she had like two kids, in her teenage years, and of course they lost her mother just because of this. And I just so much wanted to point out, you know and I think nobody's even talking about it. you know I mean, I don't know what kind of nature are we moving towards, so body oriented. I mean, body awareness is fine, right? But becoming too much body oriented, in a sense that you are investing yourself in your perfections. I mean, there's some kind of an OCD, I feel, that really people are going through. Okay, and I'm not here to judge somebody ki ye karo, ye mat karo, do this, don't do that. I am not here to like tell anybody what to do, what not to. But I am just making this video out of care, yaar. I feel so bad. Like, as a society, we are expecting our woman, to become some kind of a perfectionist or something in the way she looks, in her appearance of the body or the face or even hair. Like, क्या प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी यार अगर झाड़ू वाले बाल होंगे तो यार किसी के. Like, what's wrong with having झाड़ू वाले बाल? You know, what's wrong with, you should have a straight. I mean, there was a trend in between, you should have a straight hair, and everybody was going for, some kind of stupidity. And I mean, and I'm not saying that I'm not trying to really judge and everything, and it's not bad or something, but you can do this if you want to try something new. But problem is that people do it out of some kind of an OCD, right? I mean, maybe I'll also love to color my hair, or color strands of my hair red someday, maybe. But but what I'm trying to say here is that it's okay and fine to try new things, but like, people are doing what they are doing out of an OCD. OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder, like towards perfection. People who wash hands, they keep washing their hands. If they just do things till it reaches a certain kind of a perfection, okay, which makes them look sometimes completely insane, for being a perfectionist too much, being too much of, you know trying to chase that state of perfection. It's a kind of a distraction. It's a kind of you filling your life. Okay, people go through so difficult surgeries, so risky surgeries, just to get some kind of perfection on their face or body. I am making this video just out of concern that we don't have to listen to these people. They want to just sell their product. Okay, they just want to earn money, and we don't have to listen to them. And the more you invest towards perfection in your life, especially the more you invest towards your body in your life, the more karma you're going to create, and the more difficult it will be for you to connect your soul. Okay, the more you the more you invest in the insecurities of your face or your body or anything, it's really going to make you, the more you invest in the insecurities, the more you invest in the fears, you are creating more and more karma. You are, making, you are feeding your ego. Okay, ego feeds like that. Okay, ego is, there's some kind of restlessness, all the time to complete something in it, right? It is full of insecurities, fears, so, somebody who is more connected to the ego rather than to the soul will, want to, feed in their insecurities. And what these insecurities are just, man-made, society made, you know rather I should say they are very programmed, they are instilled into you. Oh, I was watching stupid ad the other day. I don't know if I should really say it, but a stupid ad. But yeah, I think that ad was just so stupid. I mean, there was this woman, I guess she is, she's in office, and she has a crush on this guy, and the guy is, moving towards her, and she's waiting, and she wants him to have lunch with her. But the guy notices but the guy notices a dandruff on the woman's shoulder, right? And then he goes, what? Oh, out of all the things, he just focuses so much. He zooms into that dandruff on his shoulder, and like, and then he changes his plan, and the girl loses a date with his crush because she got dandruff. Okay, they are really instilling that in your head. Okay, they are really, they're making small things look so big, and that's what ego is. Ego zooms into yourself so much. Okay, you know I think once in a while everybody should see a sky, everybody should, say that we are a part of the universe, big universe, like there are billions and billions of suns in this universe. It's so big, it's so magnificent. And here in an advertisement, you are taught, you are put into your head that you have to get your head so clean, so clean. If you don't get it so clean, you just have some dandruff on your shoulders, guys are gonna reject you for a date. Like, I think they are really trying to put it in your head, okay? And I'm really making this not, I'm not trying to judge any woman for doing what she's doing, but I am really trying to make this video because I care about you guys, okay? And it's not that I've not went through it, I have also gone through it. Okay, I've also sat with my phone at like 3 a.m. in the night, and trying to work out and trying to just figure out all the stuff and treatments or something like that. you know I was also looking for, I also have some my insecurities and everything, so I was just looking for solutions. And but in the morning I was like, no, what I'm doing with myself, I don't want to feed into my insecurities. The more I feed into my insecurities, the more they go stronger, yeah. And next day somebody else is going to say something else about my face, and I'm going to believe that. I'm going to, invest again into that insecurity. No, it's wrong, it's wrong. I am not my, I'm not some program beauty that they want me to be, right? And if somebody has problem with how you look or how your body is, then it's their problem, it's not even yours. Let them be with their problem. Let them look at your ugly faces, and let them feel disgusted or whatever. You don't have to really do anything about it, it's their problem, yeah. It's 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 their problem, it's their eyes. Just let them be. Okay, you, my ugly lady, we love you. Okay, and I really care about you, and I don't want you to get into any such stuff. Imperfections are so beautiful in their own ways, you know and I'm ugly too. It's okay. We're all ugly in our own ways, and it's just okay, you know. So yeah, I used to sit with my phone, and I got these scars, which are not really visible in the phone. Yeah, but I got these, scars and acne scars, and I just wanted to, people would tell me if you should apply makeup, you should, just hide them. You just hide your scars. I'm like, why should I hide my scars? It's your eyes. You hide your eyes. Just- no, I was not that. I didn't say like that to anybody. But gradually, I just, realized that I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to look perfect. I don't want to get in this OCD of looking perfect. Why can't I just have scars on my face? I don't think so. It's such a big thing, to get corrected, Not, it's like, I feel like beauty is something to be corrected. I feel ego is like that. People who are more connected to their, programming or to beauty is not to be corrected. Have you not looked at a good, nice painting? Have you not never looked at the sky? Did you ever feel like that this cloud should be here in the middle and this should be like, no, you don't do that, right? Have you ever looked at the tree and said, like, why is it so spooky, or why is it so bent, or why is it so tilted? No tree is perfect, and it's such a beauty in it. They are trying to really, they are they are really moving away from beauty. Okay, they are moving towards perfection. They are moving towards OCD of having everything perfect in order and everything, and it's stupid. Okay, it's stupid. Even on the even on the example of religion or spirituality, if we see, religion is what? Religion is a kind of an order. You start your day with a prayer. You go to church on Sundays. You go to temple. They are trying to, religion is like that. They are trying to, you do this ritual every now and then. you know so they are really trying to put an order to everything. That's religion. That's trying to put an order to things. Okay, and if you don't go by order, God is not going to come out of his seat or throne and give you gifts or give you blessings and stuff like that. But spirituality is highly intelligent. Spirituality is more about finding God within, and there are various paths to finding God. Okay, there are various paths to finding gods, Yeah, there are various paths, and an ancient Bharat always embodied these various paths. That's why we had various gods over here, right? But eventually it got formed into a religion of textbooks, of temples, of rituals. And ritual is one of the path. It's not everything. Okay, and some people take the path of rituals. Okay, but it's not for everyone. I was never a ritual oriented person ever. My mom used to like run after me when I'm going out for like my job or my school. My mom just run after me to give me, you know, the prasad or something. That we have a temple at our homes. She used to run after me, and I was like, I'm getting late and everything. So I was that kind of a person, yeah. But that path never, I never felt connected to that path. I've took another path, and yes, I found my own God, in that sense. Sometimes I feel I was cooking in the other day in the kitchen, and I was trying to roast some peanuts and everything, and few of the peanuts just dropped out. Okay, so my kitchen is like very well connected with a balcony, right? So squirrel just came in, and just just took over the spilled peanuts. Okay, and she left with that, and that point I thought I would have just put that in the dustbin and it would have been no use, right? And at that point, I realized how beautiful is imperfection. When we make food, we can never really make food without, without any imperfection. We cannot make food with, perfection. Like not, even when you wash off rice or dal, something or the other would just spill off. and in villages and everything, that old places where we used to stay and everything, those spillover things will, some ant might come onto sugars, some squirrel would take some nuts, or some bird would come and take some grains or something, and I was just thinking at that point of time that how beautiful an imperfection is, you know ज़ीरो वेस्ट जैसा और कुछ भी परफेक्ट परफेक्ट नहीं होता, बट उस इम्परफेक्शन में कितना ब्यूटी है, दैट किसी जानवर का या किसी बर्ड का पेट भर रहा है, ओके. सो आई वाज जस्ट थिंकिंग दैट द अदर डे, and then once I was in Mathura and a rainy season tha tab, so we were staying in a hotel, and our window showed cows grazing, okay. So the other side had like cows, the window like the view out of the window was a grazing ground for cows, okay. So cows would come and just graze, okay. And I was watching, like there were these white birds. I don't know what do we call them exactly, what's their name. But there were these white big birds, and they were just, every bird was distributed. They're like, there's like herd of cows, okay, and every cow is grazing, at certain point on the land. And then there are these white birds, okay, and every white bird is very weirdly distributed. Like each cow would have a bird on its side. When a cow would graze, you know where, I don't know why, like she is very near to the cow, one white bird, each white bird was with each cow, okay. And I could just not infer like why these birds are like uh, the cow is grazing, it's fine, but why are these birds near these cows, and I googled and I found that in the rainy season what happens is that when cows graze these grass, then all the insects and earthworms and everything who are living underground in the rainy season, they come out, right? So when she grazes grass, and the land is now clear of grass, these worms and these insects, they become vulnerable and they become clearly visible. So when that happens, the bird picks up its food. For a bird, insects and these worms are food. For for a cow, the grass is its food. And it just blew my mind away, like how nature works. Nature works in imperfections. You know, and yeah, like imagine humans thought, no, it should be perfect. Only cows should graze in this grass. No bird should come. This should be the order. Humans think like that sometimes. They can think like that. They can really think like that. Don't they tell you that you should have a lip color, certain lip color? Permanent, you get permanent lip color, humans do things stupid. And they are trying to make women think like them because they want to sell their stupid products, their stupid treatments, and we don't have to fall for that. It's what I'm saying, that's it. Okay, I'm just making this video out of care and nothing else, and I'm not trying to really judge anybody, but if you really look carefully, many of the treatments, they really harm your hormones. It had side effects. What are we doing to ourselves is the only question I'm asking. Like, why human want to see a perfect picture, you know Ask an artist. Whenever he makes a mistake on a canvas, he doesn't correct it. He just channelizes it, okay, into something else. Maybe use it as a background. That's what an artist does. It's not about correction. It's not about perfection. It's learn to play with chaos. Learn to play with the feminine side of yours.